An insomniac office worker and devil-may-kill soap maker form an underground fight club that evolves into something much, much more. Rule number 1. Don't talk about it. Rule number 2. Don't talk about it. What am I referencing? A line in this movie. And this movie is none other than Fight Club. This movie came out in 1999. It was nominated for 1 Oscar, another 10 wins, and was nominated for 37 other awards. Oh yeah. And the top cast that is in this movie is Edward Norton, Brad Pitt, Meat Loaf, Zach Grenier, Richmond Arquette, David Andrews, George Maguire, Eugenie Bondurant, Helena Bonham Carter, Christina Cabot, Sidney Big Dog Colston, Rachel Seno, Christy Cronenwith, Tim Dizon, and Ezra Buzzington. I only know 3 people out of that cast, and that's Edward Norton, Brad Pitt, and Meat Loaf. Alright, so what do I think about this movie? I'm gonna go over this graphic-wise, story, cast, and soundtrack. I was paying attention this time. There wasn't much of a soundtrack, but when there was, it fit the scene. And that's what I'm always trying to say, because that's something that I'm always trying to pay attention to now, because there are certain movies where the soundtrack doesn't fit the scene. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. But this time, no. There wasn't much. There wasn't much at all. But when there was, it fit. It fit. The cast. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I absolutely love Edward Norton's acting. I love Brad Pitt's acting. Meat Loaf, I never knew he could act. I know him as a singer, and he's a very good singer. And he was a very good singer, I should say. But as an actor, when I was getting my list for the people that were in this movie, I was like, he was in this? Interesting. I also never knew what he looked like. Never did. Now I know. And yeah, no, he's a great actor as well. Oh my god. Yeah, nothing to complain about the cast. They all did a phenomenal job. The story behind this. This is a type of movie where you're watching it, you start it, and it's like, yeah, it's good. A bit slow, but good. And throughout the movie, the slowness it gets slower and slower, and then stops at one point, and it starts getting a bit faster, a bit faster, a bit faster, up until the end of the movie. And to me personally, that was something else that was great, because a lot of times movies try to be slow and it just doesn't work. Like they're trying to build suspense and it doesn't work. It doesn't. And other times, like take The Shining, the first movie of Alien, it fit. And this movie, it fit. That was all around awesomeness. It actually fit this time around. This is an aspect where a lot of movies nowadays tend to either not do or they try to do and fail. But yet, no, it fit very much so with the story. The plot, of this movie, it's actually pretty good, but written very well. And for the most part of this movie, I've seen this movie at least two other times before that I know of, and this was my third time watching this movie. Third time. And I agree with what I thought about the story the other times. Basically, it starts off as a good. I sit down. I start watching this movie. The storyline, it's good. It's good. But in the last, yeah, it's good. Nothing spectacular. Nothing bad. It's good. But then you get to like the last 30 to 40 minutes when everything starts to start piecing together. And oh my god, the last 30 to 40 minutes explains everything that's happened throughout the rest of the movie so well, and it just turns out to be such an amazing twist, such an amazing story by the end of the movie. Oh my god. So, one other thing that I forgot to talk about, the graphics. What do you think about the graphics for this movie? I would have to say it was actually good for its time. I've seen movies from this year, 1999, and previous years from this, for this type of movie being so much better for this type of movie. And so really, I can't say the graphics are great, it's ahead of its time. It's not. The graphics are good, but graphics is not what makes a movie great. It is just a bonus. To me personally, anyways. I normally watch a movie based on the acting or the storyline. A movie has to have at least a decent acting for me. For me to enjoy. So overall, like I said in the beginning of this review, I find this is an amazing movie. And what would I give this? What rating would I give this movie? I do know that IMDb gives this an 8.8 out of 10. And quite frankly, I'm stuck with what I want to give this movie. An 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10? Like I said, I never rate things a 10 out of 10 because there's always room for improvement. Even with the best movies, there's always room for improvement. So, now, what do I want to give this movie? You know what? I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Yeah, a 9 out of 10. And I pretty much agree with IMDb's rating. 8.8, yeah. I'm going to step it up a bit and give this movie, for me personally, a 9 out of 10. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. If you like this review, if you love this movie or didn't love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments whether you love the movie or hated it. You can like this video if you like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I tend to do soon. I am out.